Hey, my wonderful divine masculine Capricorn placements. Christina here, Ginger Mama, coming at you with your month of November extended Tarotscope. I'm sorry, about a week late posting this, but there's a lot left in the month. So please understand we all hold divine feminine, divine masculine energy. Okay, it resides within all of us. So if you're more avoidant in connections, more focused on money, sexual energy, you're more likely the masculine energy. Could be a male or a female body. Um, if you are more emotional, anxiously attached, maybe struggle with like where or what you want to do with your financial, future, more so just like your career, your passion, you might be more wounded feminine energy. So we all hold both. I encourage you to watch both the divine feminine and the divine masculine read to see kind of where you are. Also consider watching your sun, moon, and rising. If you feel called or if you have a counterpart and you're in separation with them, see where their energy might be as well. All right, let's dive into it. When I was reflecting for you, um, calling in a vision, it was like what kept coming in for me, it reminded me of a trip I took last January, which is actually well, it was the end of Capricorn season, into Aquarius season, but it was like this Japanese garden, and it was so beautiful. And it's almost the vision I had, it was like a Buddha head, and then just like rocks, and they were raked, like the gravel, like I don't know if you've ever seen like a Japanese garden like that, where it's very, very peaceful and zen, and it's like you don't walk on the rocks, you don't touch the rocks, like it's just earth energy, just like you, Capricorn. And it's like I almost pictured someone just like sitting there and just staring at it, like, okay, what do I do? What do I do with this? Like, I know there's something peaceful and stable coming towards me, or I'm going towards, or I'm growing, but like I'm not quite getting it yet. But like I get it. Do you know what I mean? It's like you're getting something very profound right now. Um, I feel like you're feeling more like in a place of like seriousness or commitment, or like I don't want to play games. Do you know what I mean? Like it's that feeling of like I know, I know this is real. I don't want to play games. And I don't know, Capricorn, divine masculines, who are you? Because I just did the Sagittarius one, and like this didn't feel like that energy. So let's see. Let's see. First, let's get started on the astrology, okay? I know I missed a week, but I do want to touch on it real fast, especially because your Capricorn placements, I feel like this might be significant to you, okay? But on November 5th, we had Venus in Scorpio opposite Uranus in Taurus, okay? Scorpio always likes to dive head first. They want to know what's going on. They want to dive deep with people. And with that Taurus energy, which is a fellow earth sign energy of yours, this is kind of this idea of how we relate with money, how we can rethink money and finances. And also, is there a possibility of partnerships working in union, right? Like, so can we have passion for a lover and be in love with someone and also cultivate a working relationship? Is that something you want or not, right? You ultimately create your own reality. You co create with Source, but we're all connected with one another. So, what is it you really want when it comes to the partnership you are in or calling in? All right. And so we do have Uranus still retrograde in Taurus. It's been there since August 23rd. It will remain till January 22nd. And so, especially as masculine energy, if you're feeling really stalled out, look at this. When it comes to finances, where you're just like, I don't understand, like, I don't understand, like, I don't know. It's because you're being called to be more emotional, okay? You're being called to walk through these dark nights of the soul, as we call it. Tap in with your dreams. You know, if you're waking up in your sleep, it's like going outside for a second, or writing, or like reflecting and being like, why, what is going on, what does this mean, looking up the meaning of dreams, etc. Because I think many of you, it's like this energy of maybe very anxious about finances, and again, that hyper focus on career status and finances is going to cause issues. Whoa, these cards just went wild. What is going on? Oh, maybe it's not about finances. Capricorns. Whoa. I feel like you're about to overpour with like something. What is going on right now? You are stalled out. Hold on. We haven't even gotten to the energy yet of okay, we're going to leave that there. We'll talk about something in a second, but we're going to go cuz these cards just spilled out. Two of Cups reversed. It's like I feel like there's someone Either that you left a connection, right? It was a breakup, it's done, right? Possibly. Maybe you were just like, no, it's not my soulmate. It's not. Stalled that, went out with other people, were like, I'm going to rebirth. But there's this energy here of now, it's like you focused on your coin, 10 of Pentacles, or maybe it's up for review. Like, I feel like it's up for review. Was this a soulmate or not? Right? Because like when I see the Two of Cups in readings, like, yeah, it's a breakup. Yeah, maybe it's not your person. But at the same time, there's only 3 cards in tarot about love, and arguably it doesn't matter. But I just, we can ask the tarot, but like, it's like you're reflecting on this. Wait a second. And maybe you're seeing this other person differently now, or you yourself are seeing yourself differently. Like, I feel like this energy of your, like, again, that like energy with the rocks, it's like you're really reflecting on this. Like, wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. Are angels real? Like, is there really such thing? I think that's the question. Sirens going off outside. You're like, are soulmates real? My phone buzzes. Did you hear it? Was that on camera? I feel like are soulmates real? And then I can be in partnership with finances too? Wait a second. And you're like waiting. You're just like stalled out. Like, do I travel forward or not? Like, I don't know. But then like we got the Ace of Pentacles, which I also take as hand of God confirming. Like, whatever finances, you guys are going to be sitting pretty if you're dipping into that emotional truth with whatever this is, whether that's releasing a past person or it's going towards a soulmate connection, okay? The World reversed and the King of Swords reversed. I feel like, again, it's like you feel like there was a cycle in love that wasn't complete. And so, like, you haven't made a decision. And you're kind of just sitting there. Like, I don't even know what to do. And understand the King of Swords reversed, to be frank, Divine Masculine, like, I kind of take it as the asshole in the deck. Like, you're being a little selfish right now. Let's be real. I mean, I get it. You're trying to go inward and figure it out. But at the same time, like, I feel like this is a situation where you're not going to figure it out until you take the risk to, like, speak an emotional truth or to, like, see this person or really, like, start fresh, so to speak. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of the energy. And again, the 8th, we have, so the 8th. So tonight I'm recording this on the 7th. Tomorrow is this full moon and lunar eclipse in Taurus, okay? It's going to get big. So let's go with this. We'll get into more cards about love. Hold on. But in money, because clearly it's both. But Mercury moves into Scorpio, all right? So Mercury in Scorpio is all about, like, deep dive communication. And so if you're not willing to go there, which, like, all those coins too, could mean that you're not focused on love and you're also just focused on finances. Okay, like, again, we'll get more into cards. But it's just an interesting energy for you. I almost feel like this conflicting where you're like someone right now is just like, that's the energy I feel for you, Capricorns. This is strange. But the full moon and lunar eclipse in Taurus is part of a 3-part series, everybody. So where were you in November of 2020? November 19th, 2020, we had the first of this series occur. And then we skipped a year last year, and now we have it here on November 8th, 2022. And again, it will reoccur on October 28th of 2023. And so this is not a time to wait. You Capricorns are cardinal energies. This is a time where, like, what's occurring between now and next October is like a really massive cycle, or what might have started for you in 2020, right? This is a total of 4 years. 4s might be significant for you. But understanding, like, what is this transition period in my life? You know, I find 4s fascinating too, like the idea of, like, high school's 4 years. A lot of times college can be 4 years. Like, this is like a period of time like that for you. And where are you ascending, right? Like, are you in freshman year or are you in senior year? Like, are you going with the flow of it? Or are you, like, holding back and not moving forward through that? This energy too is kind of, we can look at it kind of like an earthquake where, like, things are really shifting quickly, and it's like we're suddenly like, oh, I don't understand the footing. And it's like you're trying to stay in that peaceful state that we talked about, but I feel like the universe is like, no, you've been thinking about this long enough. It's time to take an action. And so it's almost like if you don't take an action, there's going to be a divide, whether that's with that connection or what, but that's like too big to gap. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like you got to kind of pick. You can't just wait. There's no more time. And this energy demands we take an action. The action that you take could be pulling away, breaking up. We saw the Two of Cups reversed. or it could be going back to a previous connection you thought was done and reevaluating it and saying, okay, is this really done? Is this really done? The 10 of Swords. I think many of you, it's like you don't want to take that risk because you feel like you maybe betrayed this connection, or maybe you feel like they betrayed you. But there's an energy here of like, it feels more like you were just like, no, I'm done. I'm done. And you might be feeling that energy too, where you're like, why am I feeling weak? Why am I feeling drained? Why am I feeling run down? Well, did you betray someone? Did you backstab them? Did you fuck them over? Did you ghost them, guys? Did you not care about their emotions? Let's get real. This is karma rolling in, asking you to pull it together, Divine Masculines. Asking you to pull it together. Because eclipses both reveal and conceal. And the question is, have you been revealing everything, or have you been concealing a lot of things? Can you do this on your own and ask, like, okay, what have I been hiding? What do I really mean? Etc., etc. I'd also like to point out that it's also election day on the tomorrow on the 8th in the U.S. anyways. And we also have like a Cazimi occurring. We have Aquarian energy with Uranus there, which can be the planet of chaos, but it can also be the planet of revolutionary change. So any ideas coming in, whether it's about love or finances, are likely pretty great ideas. Just so you know, like they're revolutionary. And you want to harness that and hold on to it and pay attention. Write it down, maybe really reflect. Like off the internet for a minute, Page of Swords reversed. Travel forward in those calmer waters, okay? And really ask yourself, okay, this might sound totally crazy, this idea, but like, I think I'm going to go with it, okay? The more you can tap in with that, the better you're going to feel, all right? So as we approach the end of the month, let's go there. On the 22nd, we hit Sagittarius season. We're out of Scorpio season, so we're hitting this point of like fire energy. There's a little bit more pickup, a little bit more spark, passion. We're also, you know, in that energy of like, it's Thanksgiving, we're approaching the holidays. Like, how are people feeling? By the way, let me clarify. You will be feeling better if you spoke your truth. So those revolutionary ideas or the thing about a soulmate, if you wanted to review something, you better be speaking to that person, not just doing this in your mind, or you're going to feel weaker, that 10 of Swords. But if you're actually speaking truth and diving deep, that Mercury and Scorpio energy, you're going to be feeling better, okay? The 23rd is the new moon in Sagittarius. New moons are great for manifestation. But again, this is crazy. What is this? Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, straight up, like, this is not your person. I feel like you guys went through a breakup. Like a massive breakup. I'm sorry, this does not feel like your person. The Lovers reversed, the Two of Cups reversed, and the Empress reversed. Like, I don't understand. Like, this is toxic love, a relationship ending, not a soulmate connection, and clearly you do not find this person attractive. Like, the Empress reversed. So, like, I just, unless you think you fucked it up to that point. Unless you're like, no, that's how this person views me. Like a mirrored energy here. I don't know. But you're not going to know until you try to communicate. We have the Star. This is so much love energy, you guys. This is crazy for a masculine read, too. It's like that wish upon a star energy. Maybe you know what? Maybe you're self-sabotaging this. Because, yeah, you're like awakening. You're like, did I self-sabotage it? Was I toxic? Did I make them think I'm toxic? Well, maybe, guys. But by the way, end of the month is I mean, to be frank, it's up to you how long you want to be uncomfortable. You should be communicating with the full moon, releasing and communicating something. But if you want to communicate later in the month, on the 29th, we have Mercury in Sagittarius opposite Mars and Gemini. But I got to tell you, if this is toxic and you let a connection go, like, let it go, okay? Let it go. Just release that with the full moon. But if this is something you want to review, be mindful, though. I always tell people, like, you know, this idea that we have more time. Because ideally, it's now, right? It's always in the now energy. And so if this is something you manifested and you're kind of like, shoot, did I run from that? Or should I run towards it? Make a choice, okay? And whenever you're seeing this, take the action, all right? Take the action. And if that's an action to get out of a toxic connection, my God, get out of it. Maybe that's part of this. Many of you Divine Masculines are in toxic connections. And you need to run. It's not your soulmate. It's not your lover, okay? But Yeah, link in bio if you guys want to book a personal to get more clear. But this is the most interesting, like, energy. Because, yeah, you need to be grounded and stable and with someone who's also grounded in their finances and their energy and, like, connected with nature and source. And, like, that's going to bring you that calmness, that stillness that you're craving. Um, but yeah, pay attention. Mercury and Sagittarius opposite Mars and Gemini. To me, it feels like very passionate, fiery energy of communication. But at the same time, Mars and Gemini can be an idea of Gemini energy can be seen as very Jekyll and Hyde, dark and light, gossipy, things like that. But at the same time, when it's healed Gemini energy, it can be very much tapped into divine masculine and divine feminine, or the higher chakras, the lower chakras, very communicating and embracing both worlds, two worlds, right? So ask yourself, is the communication I'm receiving or giving, is this manipulative or is this authentic? Okay. And it also sextiles Saturn in Aquarius. And that is all about progress. So if you're releasing, if you had toxic lovers, hell, release those, right? And if you're communicating truth, whatever that is, with maybe someone who's not, but like frankly, most of these cards are all not your people, is kind of how it feels. It feels more like you guys need to, yeah, the Chariot, run away. I feel like you're with the wrong people. We had no Four of Wands energy here, no upright, Two of Cups, like, um, and I feel like you already know this. You already know this. You already know this. It's like somewhere in you, you're already walking away emotionally or something. But you need to end this cycle in a healthy way. Don't do the thing where you just ghost and run. Like, I don't care what you call it, karmic lover, whoever. Like, you need to speak the truth. I don't want to be in a connection with you. I'm not feeling this. I don't want this back. Make the choice. And if you can't make a choice, you need to look in the mirror and ask yourself, why can I not communicate truth to someone and make a choice? Because not making a choice is a choice, and it's not fair to other people. Okay? And even though it's about us and our journeys, we affect others, and we have to be able to tap in with that. Okay? All right, Divine Masculine Capricorn placements. I like this for you. I hope you have a great month. I also have this little, I looked over, Black Obsidian Buddha head. So like maybe Black Obsidian's really important for you right now. I have Black Obsidian on my bracelet as well. Especially if you're having like a lot of dreams, any darker energies coming in, especially if you're not pulling away from connections you should be, you'll really have that come in strong for you. So I love you. Link is gingermama with the 3a's.com, my website, in order to book a personal reading with me. I'm also on TikTok as Ginger Mama. I'm on Instagram as Ginger Mama. I will say on TikTok, I got locked out of the one account due to a phone number change, waiting to hear from them. So in the meantime, I already have like 7,000 or 8,000 followers on that new account. It's KGUTKNEC. And I will be changing that to Ginger Mama LLC in the coming days. So I love all of you. I will see you later. Have a great night.